I just had a great conversation with Ryan Ackerman. He is the Executive Vice President of the Griffith Company, and they have been very successful at executing a succession plan over a number of years. And it is not by accident. It's something they've put a lot of effort and time into. So let me just give you some quick insights into what they've done. And I'm sharing this with you because Ryan and I had a discussion for the Construction Genius podcast. So you can always check out that interview to get more details. The first thing you need to do in order to get a succession plan moving forward is obviously to have a succession plan. What that means is you've got to sit down with the senior executives in your organization and go through the planning process. And I find with any planning process that the sheer act of sitting down and giving some good thought to it helps you to start moving along the succession plan quite effectively. So the first question you want to ask is, how long does the current executive team have in the company? How long until they retire? What's our time frame in terms of the window that we have to develop the next generation? Once you've identified that, the second question you want to ask is, who are our replacements? And when you're doing that, the key insight that Ryan shared, which was very challenging, is to have 3 people identified for 1 seat. And that's fundamentally important when it comes to a successful succession plan, because things don't always work out the way that we want them to. So we must be prepared to identify more than 1 person with the hope that from those 3 folks, we'll be able to filter through them and get to the 1 person who will be able to replace those key executive roles. Which brings me to another thing. Each executive in the organization needs to take full responsibility for finding their replacement. Now, as you look around in your organization and you're seeing the talent that you have available, you may find that you don't actually have a replacement for your position. So that then leads you to the next question: who outside of our organization could potentially fill those roles? And that's a question that often gets a blank stare when I'm asking it when I work with my clients in terms of succession planning. But here's a question that you can ask yourself to help sort of give you some insights. Who are the talented people, both within my industry and outside of my industry, that I know, who I might be able to ask, hey, who are some talented people that you know who could potentially fill the roles in our organization that we need to find people for? It's an extremely important process that you go through. So succession planning is not easy. You need to wrap all of your succession planning around 1 word, and that is patience. And then add an additional word, and that is persistence. You must be patient and have a long-term view in terms of your succession plan, and patiently and doggedly and persistently pursue making sure that your company can go from the current generation to the next generation by identifying that internal talent and developing them, and then also sourcing external talent as necessary to replace the current executive team that is running your business. My name is Eric Anderton. Hope you found this video helpful. And if you need help with your succession plan and you are a construction company, reach out to me on my website, Construction Genius. You can find out how to contact me. I'm happy to have a short conversation about how I can help your company. Thanks for watching the video.